And there we have it. That's why it was driving me crazy, because it was going so slow on there. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? And if you type that code up and run it in your browser, it'll look like that too. Not your browser, your terminal. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed. Batch tutorial. Hello and welcome back to another batch tutorial. So I always start talking before the beat when the thing starts recording. So first I'm going to show you what this thing does. And I had to turn off the recording software and just use my regular HD camera to film this, because with the recording software running and this batch loop running, it was going too slow to look like you were on mushrooms, to look all tripped out. So I wanted you to see what it really looks like. And of course, if you run this in your terminal without having tons of system resources being used, it's going to look the same. So we're going to talk a little bit about the code. First, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, now that you've seen what it looks like, let's look at how we do it in the code. Now the first thing we do is the actual ASCII art, the keyboard art that makes that hippie symbol. I didn't do that. I did the code that makes it change colors. And what I did there was I went into Paint and I drew this outline of this symbol. Then I went online and I Googled image to ASCII converter, and you upload the picture and it converts it into text-based emulation of whatever the picture is. Now from there, I went into my code and I echoed out each line of that. Then here comes the magic part. We got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 functions here. In Batch they're called labels, more like Microsoft Basic back in the 80s and 90s. We got reset, main, next, and end. Now next doesn't really even need to be there. There's nothing going on in there. So what we really just need is reset, main, and end. So we set an integer or a variable, whatever you want to call it. X equals 0. Now when we go through all the colors, we want to reset the script, and we're going to do that by telling it to go to reset down here. So then it's going to change X back to 0, and then it can go back through everything from the beginning again, and it can keep going, and it'll make a loop, because we're only looping through so many colors. So when we create a temporary file, we always erase it first, and that's what I do here. Erase that. Then we're going to, because if it's already there, it's just a habit. You don't want to keep appending to a file and just fill it up until it's like 10 gigs worth of just 9 A, B, C, D, E, F. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, then we echo. Now the reason, I'll show you why we got 9 A, B, C, D, E, F in there. Because we're not using all the colors. And the reason why is gray. Gray's not going to look cool. White, eh. So we're just going to... We want to loop through the bright colors. You know what I'm saying? Sort of psychedelic. You know what I'm saying? Like you're on mushrooms or something. Anyway, now we're going to do y equals x plus 1. X equals y. It's basically equivalates to, x plus equals 1, or x equals x plus 1. And we're going to do a for loop, and we're going to plug the token y in there. And remember, y equals x plus 1. So it's going to go up 1 every time. And then when we're going to pull it out of the file that we made up here, lets.dat, which stands for letters, which has these characters in it which represent the colors. Right, because if we type color, say we want yellow on black and yellow, 0 for black, E for yellow. Okay, and that's what we're doing here. And so if we just type, like, we don't put both of them, we just put color B, it's just going to change the text color. And that's why here we just plug, we're not bothering to put 2 in there. We put color and then G, which is the variable for this for loop. And the variable is going to go like this: 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. And then it's going to change the color. And it's going to leap through those. And then once it's gone through all 7 of these, it's going to go to end here. End's going to take it to reset. Reset's going to change X back to 0, and it's going to do it all over again. It's just going to infinitely loop. It's going to look like this.